Photography can be a funny pastime. We go to great expense investing in the best kit we can afford. We become obsessed with lights and weather patterns and EXIF data. We willingly travel many miles, neglect sleep, and endure all conditions for that one single photograph. We can plan meticulously and research each photo shoot, knowing exactly where and when the sun will rise and set each day and at any given location. And at the same time, we can be reactive and spontaneous in our search for that composition. Or perhaps we are just searching for space, time alone, or much needed peace and quiet. I have a free day, so I've decided to make the long drive north to the Scottish Highlands. The weather looks good and I have a solid plan for my brief time in one of the most beautiful places on earth. Whether or not I stick to my plan depends on the accuracy of the weather forecast. It's a long way to drive for one photo shoot, but what else am I going to do? So I've arrived at my location, which is completely pitch black, and it's late. It's about 1:30 in the morning. Sunrise is at 6:30 in the morning. Probably want to be on site for about 6. I think the hike is going to be at least an hour and a half. So yeah, I'm not going to get much sleep. Is it going to be worth it? No idea. But I've got my bed made up, I've got all my bits and pieces here ready to go. So in the morning, I just wake up, put my shoes on, grab my bag and go. No messing about. Yeah, really looking forward to this. Hope it works out. We'll see. Well, I really don't know what to make of this morning. It was a real battle getting out of the camper van. It was windy, it looked like there was a lot of cloud and mist and it wasn't very nice. So I decided to walk up anyway. And it keeps coming and going, but for the most part it's just zero visibility. And yeah. It's not looking good. Still, we'll keep pushing on. And we'll just, put it down to life's experiences. And we'll see. Maybe we'll get a shot. Maybe we'll get a shot if we decide to go back down. I don't know. So a couple of things. One, I'm trying to climb Stack Polly in the northwest Highlands of Scotland. I was hoping that the mist and clag would all clear, but it's not clearing. It's coming and going, but mostly staying. So I'm not going to go to the summit. It's pointless. I just think it would be a waste of time. So I'm kind of near the top, but not quite. But I decided to stop at this point and just wait it out, because every 15 minutes or so I get a break, and I'm not kidding here, I get a 5-second break. And I figure, I'm here, I may as well try and shoot something. I'm fairly certain there is a view that way. I don't know if that will result in a good image, I have no idea. But I'm going to set the tripod up, set the camera up, give it 10-15 minutes, see if anything happens. If not, it doesn't matter. I know I've tried. I've been out. I'd been kicking myself if I didn't go out this morning, because you just never know. At least now I do know. Right, let's see if this view opens up and gives us at least half an image. That would be nice. Well, I think I'm going to call that a morning.
I've been waiting for quite a while and it's just... I'm tired and it's not clearing. I mean, there's still chance of a shot on the way down, so not all hope is lost.
As I turned back and abandoned my hike, I felt like I'd failed quite badly, and my walk out of the fog was a lonely one. But there are always opportunities out there. You just need to keep your eyes open.
Maybe we have a shot. Come on. I'll be honest with you, I thought I was going to leave this morning without an image, but as I've come down the footpath out of the cloud and dropped beneath it, the views of the very thing that was killing it for me, the very thing that was destroying my morning's photography, is now my beautiful subject. Let me try and explain. I'm very tired here, but let me try and explain. We have this mountain just here, which I'm not going to try and pronounce it. It's just over my right hand shoulder here. That has got this beautiful cloud. All of that cloud that I was in just before, all of that is rolling off the top of the mountain. It looks like a wave coming over the crest of the mountain. It's beautiful. And straight away, coming round the bend, down the path, I spotted it, I saw it, and I thought there has to be an image here. So I broke out the long lens. Alright, so as I mentioned before, it was the cloud that really got my attention. It's that I'm photographing. And it's not just about photographing clouds or a hill or mist, it's about everything in the shot. It's the elements, it's capturing the motion and the movement of the cloud and how it's interacting with the rock and the mountain and the textures and the beautiful shapes in the cloud. It's fantastic. And I don't have a lot to work with. There's no subject, there's no real focal point. It's very abstract. So everything's got to be spot on. My composition's got to be spot on. My timing has to be perfect. Exposure's got to be perfect. I've got to nail the focus as well to make sure that the rock behind the cloud is pin sharp. I'm not just taking one photograph here. It's not a case of waiting for the light or waiting for the right moment and clicking the shutter. It's so changeable. It's changeable by the second. So I'm constantly sort of shifting my camera left and right to keep it in line with the cloud as the cloud ebbs back and forward. And I'm just taking lots of different exposures. I'm shooting at 200mm. I'm at f9 and I'm shooting at a fast shutter speed of about a 1/15 of a second. And the reason I'm shooting at such a fast shutter speed and not slowing it down is because of the amazing textures and shapes. If I did a long exposure, it would just turn into a smooth white wash of mist, and you wouldn't get any of that beautiful highlights and shadows and texture. And how many times am I going to say texture? But it's true. It's true. You'll see I've got a grad on here. I've got a 3-stop medium edge graduated filter at a wonky angle, and that's just because the cloud is so much brighter than the mountain behind it. So I just want to pull back those highlights and reveal all of that beautiful detail. Yeah, this is nice. How my mood has lifted. How my mood has lifted. Really happy. So I'm gonna continue shooting these images. Hopefully one of them will turn out. Let me know what you think. And yeah, terrible morning has turned into a positive morning. Soon I'll be able to go and sleep.
So that was pretty much it for this very brief trip. It was a long way to travel for one photograph, but sometimes even the best laid plans don't work out. This was my second attempt at photographing this area, both times thwarted by the weather. I'll be back. It's just a matter of time until I get to see this place in its full glory.